over here to be a little quieter. We're going to tell you what's going to happen, eh? I want to thank the kitchen group, Joanne Rose and Janet, Cliff and Jean Johnson, and Jean and Carolyn Wade. Did you see that lady she was using to cut that ice cream with? Okay, next week, Joe and Jan Edwards, and it's a show you don't want to miss. It's a variety show. They played the Grand Ole Opry for 48 years, entertained in 15 countries. You'll hear a big band, jazz standards, gospel, country, show tunes, comedy, a bit of comedy too. So, and that'll be a pass the hat. Oh, and this group. I gotta introduce this group. Oh, and myself. I'm Morris Traynor, if you don't know me. And this is one of my favorite groups.
One of them.
This happens to be my sister Louise and my brother Al. This is Louise's husband here, Al. Unfortunately, he has a cold tonight, so he won't sing. Okay, without any further ado, we're going to let these two show you what they can do.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he happens to be one of our favorite people, too.
You notice that in our family, the way it worked was the farther down the table you went, the less you got to eat. Morris sat in the last seat.
Oh, without further ado. Now, you're supposed to do this part of me.
Wait, I got my mic on.
We're going to do a little bit of Connie Smith for you.
You let me hear how loud it is.
When you found another love, I thought I never would forget you, for I thought then I never could. But time has taken all the pain away, and lucky me, I'm only crying once a day. Once a day, all day long, and once a night, from dusk till dawn. The only time I wish you were gone is once a day, every day, all day long. I'm so glad that I'm not like a girl I knew one time. She lost the one she loved and slowly lost her mind. She sat around and cried her life away. But lucky me, I'm only crying once a day. Once a day, all day long, and once a night, from dusk till dawn. The only time I wish you were gone is once a day, every day, all day long. Once a day, every day, all day long. Thank you. We're gonna do this back to back.
We are?
Yeah, yeah. You go your back, I'll go my back.
Okay, we're back to back now. Like Louise and Morris were saying there, we do come from a big family. There was 10 kids in our family, which is really good because if they did something wrong, you could hide among the group and take my mother a long time to find out whoever it was. Okay, I'm gonna do one here off one of my albums called It Keeps Right On Hurtin'. Goes like this. Well, I cry myself to sleep each night, wishing I could hold you tight. Life seems so empty since you went away. The pillow where you lay your head now holds my lonely tears instead, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. Keeps right on hurting every minute of every day. Every hour you're away, I feel so lonely, but I can't help it. I don't think I can go on. And it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. You trying to finish off a roll? They say a man should never cry. Well, when I see you passing by, my heart breaks down and cries a million tears. You broke my heart and set me free, but you forgot your memory, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. It keeps right on hurting every minute of every day. Every hour you're away, I feel so lonely. Well, I can't help it. I don't think I can go on. And it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. And it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. Thank you very much.
We're going to do one from my new CD, and I'm going to send this out to my chum over here, Louise, because it's one of Louise's favorite songs, and every time I sing this, I dedicate it to Louise. I need someone to hold me when I cry.
Pick me.
Now, is that for me or for Louise? Oh, oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh.
You did that woman thing.
I keyed in the CD, but didn't key in the song.
Yeah, where? I'm gonna find you now. Is it Living a Dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my fault, not his. But then he does this a lot more than I do. And besides, when I was coming home,
I had more practice.
we got in last night about 5:45 from Ontario. And partway home, I caught my glasses in the seat belt of the car, so they're really out of whack. So is that a good excuse?
That's
Does
good.
that work?
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I'm ready.
Okay. Go.
Your bags are packed and waiting by the door. If you really want to go, well, it's alright. Don't worry about me, darling, 'cause I'll get by. But I'll need someone to hold me when I cry. sit down here beside me after you say goodbye, 'cause I'll need someone to hold me when I cry. The taxi cab is waiting for you to go, but darling, tell him that you changed your mind and stay until tomorrow, 'cause I know tonight I'll need someone to hold me when I cry. Well, I need someone to tell me that I'll get over you, and I'll need a friend to lean on when I'm feeling blue. So sit down here beside me after you say goodbye, 'cause I'll need someone to hold me when I cry. I'll need someone to hold me when I cry. Thank you.
Easy, easy now, don't use it all on her. Keep some for me. We were talking about the families a little while ago. I was just thinking there are some problems with little families too, because I was sitting in court one time and the lawyer said to the gentleman, "And how many kids are in the family?" He said, 3. He said, "How many of them are boys?" He said, "None." He said, "How many are girls?" It'll come to you in a minute. All right, this next song, even you're slow.
Oh, I know.
And I've been teaching her for a long time. All right, this next song I did right. Called Table Number 9.
You did right, or you wrote it?
I wrote it.
That's right.
That's what I said.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Who's on 3?
I'll do it then. She's supposed to push the button.
Just hope I don't push the wrong button.
I just come to this place from force of habit. Ordered coffee, sat at table number 9. This is the table where you and I sat together, drinking coffee here at table number 9. Well, we were such good friends when we were dating. Well, everything I wrote 2 songs of that. I wrote the man's side, which I just did, and then somebody wanted to record it in Maine. So I told it was a girl, so I said, well, why don't you give me a couple of weeks, I'll write your side of the table. So I wrote my side of table number 9, which she recorded and did in the Country Music Awards in Rhode Island. That's right. She won Singer of the Year in Rhode Island, and she sang that song at the awards.
And her name happened to be Christy Lane.
Christy Lane.
Christy Lane was, I'm sorry?
Cindy Lane.
Oh, Cindy Lane. I'm close. I'm close. Started with C, right?
Okay, it's my lawyer.
That's your lawyer. Good. She keeps us both on track.
And she did record 5 of my songs.
All right, that's great.
You're all set?
I'm all set. We're going to do a Kitty Wells number for you, and Dawn, it ain't How Far Is Heaven.
That's all right.
But that's coming. I told Dawn already. It's coming soon. Maybe. No, it should be. Anyways, I've loved Kitty Wells all my life. I used to stand at the radio and sing her songs. She was my mentor, really, and I was very fortunate to meet the gentleman that runs all her shows through Canada, and some in the States apparently too, but most of Canada, he sets up all her programs, a fellow by the name of John Lester. And when I recorded this, a couple of these songs, and one I'm going to do a little later, he sent it to Kitty Wells to hear the version of it, so I was quite pleased with that. Anyways, we're going to do one called Making Believe. Making believe that you still love me, it's leaving me alone and so blue, but I'll always dream, still I'll never own you, making believe it's all I can do. I can't hold you close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love. You'll never be mine. Making believe I'll spend my lifetime loving you, making believe. Making believe that I never lost you, but my happy hours I find are so few. My plans for the future will never come true. Making believe, what else can I do? I can't hold you close when you're not with me. You're somebody's love. You'll never be mine. Making believe I'll spend my lifetime loving you, making believe. Thank you.
Very good.
You must notice the songs that I sing are all tear-jerkers. I love the good old tear-jerker songs, and I thoroughly enjoy doing them, and that's what I do mostly.
I can't do tearjerkers.
You can't do tear-jerkers.
Oh, some of you know me. And I do want to thank Walter. Walter, that diet you give me is working great. I got 15 pounds on this one. Okay, I want to do one kind of a gospel tune. It is Sunday.
That's right, that's right.
That it right?
That's right.
You stuttering?
I is too.
Okay, it's my turn for the teeth.
Did I have to push the button? Your turn for the teeth? Okay, just a minute.
Okay, push the button.
Push the button.
Now, if Jesus come to your house, I wonder what you'd do. Yes, if Jesus came to your house to spend a day or two. Now, if he came unexpected and he just dropped in on you. Oh, I know you'd give your nicest room to such an honored guest, and all the food you would serve him would be the very best. And you keep on assuring him you're glad to have him there, and that serving him in your house is joy beyond compare. But when you saw him coming, would you meet him at the door with your arms outstretched in welcome for your heavenly visitor? Or would you have to change your clothes before you let him in? Hide some magazines and put the hymn book where they'd been? Would you turn your radio off and hope he hadn't heard? Wished you hadn't uttered that last loud, nasty word? And would you hide your worldly music? Put some hymn books out? Could you let Jesus walk right in, or would you have to rush about? And I wonder if the Savior spent a day or two with you, would you go right on doing all the things you do? Would life for you continue as it does from day to day? And would your family know the proper words if Jesus asked them all to pray? And would your family conversation keep up its usual pace? And would you find it hard each meal to say a simple table grace? And would you sing the songs you always sing and read the books you read? And let them know the things you feel on which your mind. And would you take Jesus with you everywhere you plan to go? Or maybe change your mind for just a day or so? Would you be glad to have him meet your closest friends? Or hope that they would stay away until his visit ends? And would you be glad to have him stay on and on? Or would you sigh with great relief when at last he was gone? Oh, it might be interesting to know the things that you would do if Jesus came in person to spend some time with you.
Okay, we're going to do a Jeannie Pruitt number for you that was on my first CD, and I haven't done it for a little while. So we're going to do a little bit of Satin Sheets, Al. And we're all set to go. Satin sheets to love, satin very much. Ran out of music. I know. I did it like Al. Didn't you see Al? What Al did? Al just lowered it down. I didn't have to touch the machine to do mine. Oh, see, I'm not ready, eh?
I know. Yes,
Look at that. What?
I am ready. You're supposed
I gotta push.
You're supposed to push the button.
That's just like a man, eh? Look at that. You have to pick up after them all the time.
My clothes are big enough to find.
Won't go there.
Okay, here's
I'm
another.
pushing the button before I say any more.
Okay, here's one called In the Garden. Well, I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses. The voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet. The birds hide their singing, the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing. And He walks with me. I am His own. And the joy we share. Where is it? Other has ever known. I can do the last line again. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Hey, all right.
You're gonna have to fire that band.
Well, I turned around and listened to you, and then I forgot where I was. It does happen. I bet how many people in here haven't forgotten nothing. What?
Okay, I did a Kitty Wells for you a little bit ago, and I have one very other favorite singer, Patsy Cline. And I'm always asked to do some of Patsy Cline, so I'm going to do one for you now called Sweet Dreams. And it's all set out. I got my program all set up.
Uh-huh.
Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget the past and start my life anew? Instead of having sweet dreams about you. You don't love me, it's plain. I start my life anew. Instead of having sweet dreams about you. Thank you. Keep it going. Just a little bit more, because you can't real loud for your pasta. Mike?
All right, I'll go along with that. Didn't you forget any words?
No.
I practiced all week, mine. Okay, you know I like doing talk songs, so I'm going to do another one. If you can sit through it. It's a song. Hey.
Okay, there goes Al and Julie.
There's one thing about us that you'll notice real quick. We can give you your money back right away. You know how much we're getting. They didn't even pass the cup for us. Never mind that. And I wore a big one. Okay, this one's called Old Dog Brown, and I'll do it myself. All right. He was just an old country doctor in a little Kentucky town. Fame and fortune had passed him by, but we never saw him frown. His day by day in his kindly way, that's how we rehearsed it.
I forgot to push exit first.
He was just an old country doctor, a little Kentucky town. Fame and fortune had passed him by, but we never saw him frown. As day by day, in his kindly way, he'd help us one and all. Many a patient forgot to pay, although dogs' fees were small. Although he needed his dimes, there were times when he did receive a fee, and he'd pass it on to some poor soul who needed it worse than he. And then the depression hit our little town and drained each meager purse, and the scanty income of old Dog Brown just went from bad to worse. Well, he had to sell all of his furniture. Why, he couldn't even pay his office rent. So to a dusty room over a livery stable, Dog Brown in his satchel went. And on the hitching post below, to advertise his wares, he nailed a little sign that read, Dog Brown has moved upstairs. Well, there he kept on helping folks, and his heart was just pure gold. But anyone with eyes could see the doc was getting old. One day he didn't even answer when they knocked upon his door. Now old Doc was lying down, but his soul was no more. Yeah, they found him there in that old black suit, on his face a smile of content, but all the money they could find on him was a quarter and a copper cent. So they opened up his ledger. What they saw gave their hearts a pull. Beside each debtor's name, old Doc had written these words, paid in full. Well, it looked like the potter's field for Doc. This caused us some alarm, till someone remembered the family graveyard out on the Simmons farm. Now, old Doc had brought in 6 of their children, and Simmons was a grateful cuss. He said, old Doc's been like one of the family, so you can let him rest with us. Now, old Doc, he should have had a funeral more than a mile. And we breathed the prayers, we laid them there to rest beneath the sod. This man who'd earned the right to be on speaking terms with God. His grave was covered with flowers, but not from the floral shops, just roses and things from folks' gardens and one or two dandelion tops. For the Depression had hit our little town hard, and each man carried a load. So some just picked the wild flowers as they walked along the road. They wanted to give him a monument. They kind of figured he owed one, 'cause he'd made their town a better place to live with all the work he'd done. But monuments cost money, so they did the best they could. And on his grave they placed a monument of wood. And we pulled out that old hitching post where Dog had nailed his sign. And we painted it white to all of us. It certainly did look fine. Now the rain and the snows have washed away all our white trimmings of paint. And there ain't nothing left but old Dog's sign, and even that's getting faint. Still, when southern breezes and flickering stars caress our little town, and the pale moon shines through Kentucky pines on the grave of old Doc Brown,